welcome to my channel. I'm Naomi G. Davis, and let's talk about, well, I don't know what we should talk about, but let's react to GMMTV's 2026 slate. So GMMTV released their 2026 roster, and I haven't watched a single trailer yet, but I was like, you know what? Let's react to it and see what we think. Before we start, please like and subscribe. Oh! Ooh! Oh! Don't know who that is. Wow, this is for me, star-packed cast. GMMTV star-packed. This is not Boys Love. It doesn't matter. Oh, it's Joss. Doesn't matter how many Boys Love actors they put in this. I don't think this is her, Kutang, Mark, Sky, okay, Pond, Om. Since when is Om at GMMTV? This is not Boys Love. You're so cute. Billionaire biker. Okay. Billionaire biker. Not just vice president. Billionaire vice president. Love it. I don't know them, but I like it. Is that Barcode? Actually, let's not do this. Let's instead react to my most anticipated dramas of 2026. Okay, there were a lot of great shows shown on the roster for 2026. But as someone who was so excited for Red P-Fal, I know better than to be excited for trailers and to be put all my excitement into a show, because I was so excited for Red P-Fal. And I didn't realize that trailers are the way that they raise money, the way that they make the production possible. So when Red P-Fal didn't happen, I was devastated. I had no idea that there was even a risk of it not happening. So now when I see trailers, I'm like, oh, is this gonna happen? If it happens, exciting. If it doesn't happen, I'll live. Because, and with GMMTV, last year, even knowing about Red P-Fal, even knowing that could happen, I thought that GMMTV was so successful that if they showed a trailer, it would happen. But there are several trailers they showed for 2025 that haven't happened, and we're looking at the last week of November going into the last month of the year, and I just don't know if these shows are going to come, or if they're going to come in 2026, pushing certain 2026 shows back to 2027. I don't know. But I'm just going to talk about the shows that I'm anticipating and hoping will really happen, because it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. Okay, I'm excited for Spooky Love Tale. One, love Perth. Have loved his shows since I began watching Boys Love. I'm a big fan of him. Glad that he's found a more permanent partner in Santa, and I think they're great together. So I'm very excited for that. Also, I love a ghost story, especially when it's a comedy. Especially when it's funny. Love funny ghost stories, and this looks like it's straddling the line of both. And so I'm very excited for those two shows. I'm very excited for these two shows. Well, two shows, don't this show. I'm really excited for Spooky Love Tale. Opposites attract is one of my favorite tropes. And I believe that's what You Maniac is going to give us, because they both are maniacs, but in different ways that I think are polar opposites. It's going to be a lot of fun. I also like William S. I really like them in Thane Po. I think they have really great chemistry. So it's going to be exciting to see them as new characters. And playing S character is incredibly cold. It's going to be a lot of fun for him, because I don't believe his character in Thane Po was cold. He was shy, he was quiet, but he wasn't cold. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And William's character just looks like he's going to be running around doing whatever the hell he wants, and that's also going to be fun. I think that's going to be fun for both of these actors to play, and when you see characters that is fun for actors to play, it's fun to watch. My next show that I'm really excited about has the best title, Write Me Again. Love that. It's Sing to Chris. And like, if you are a Boys Love, especially a live action Boys Love fan, and you don't know who Sing to Chris is, you like need to go back into the archives and do your research. You need to study to become a BL person, because Sing to Chris are from Sotis, and having them back together is so much fun. I liked the X Morning that came out this year, so I'm excited for Write Me Again, especially because it's very much like I love like memory things where you're like, I don't remember, one person remembers and the other doesn't. So there's this really great moment in the trailer where Chris, who's the person who lost his memory, is like, oh, you think this is okay for me that I don't remember who I am? And then I really like that Sing 2 had a response to that, which is, well, I remember. And I think that's going to be a lot of fun to show like the negatives of like remembering and the negatives of not remembering. Because I think that we all know that not remembering sucks, and then you really think about being the one to remember, who has to remind this person of like, you used to love me a lot. You may not love me right now, but you used to, like a lot. You used to be in love with me. And that's a weird thing to wake up to and not remember and to not feel, and to have that person remember and feel. So I think that's something that the show is going to deal with, and I think Sing 2 and Chris are just really great actors, and they can really play that off. The show is called How to Survive My CEO. And something you guys are going to pick up on this channel is I love June Archen. I think he's gorgeous. And then you have someone so gorgeous you can also act. And I love, and then he has such great chemistry with Dunk. So the two of them together, exciting. I will never miss a Jung Dunk show. I don't really care what the premise is. Yes, Jung Archen. I will watch anything Jung and Dunk do, because I'm really a fan of them and their chemistry. But I think that How to Survive CEO is like a great idea. The way that it looks, their chemistry, the fact that the CEO is Jung, and he seems like he's going to be a mess. He's going to be a lot of fun. I love office romances, and I love enemies attracting very much. And I think that it's going to be very fun to see these two actors once again in mature roles, not playing students. And, you know, June gets to be a CEO, and I love that for him. I love also that they have him in so many black suits. I hope they continue that for the show. Yeah, I'm just really excited for it because I just love them. You know, this is a pairing who I love, and there are other pairings that I love as much or even more, but their shows are not as exciting as, for me, as How to Survive My CEO. It's going to be funny, and I think ready for them to do more comedy. That's going to be fun. Next year is looking like a very great year for GMMTV Boys Love. They had a bunch of shows that looked really exciting, and they also had like returning favorites, like the legendary Off Gun. They're coming back next year, very exciting, and I'm really excited to see that they're coming back in a more mature show, in a darker show. I've been wondering why they haven't been doing anything more mature since doing Not Me. So I'm really excited to see their new show. Mark and Jimmy, I love them. I was excited to see Mark and Jimmy. That was incorrect. Next are my honorable mentions, and this first one is, I'm gonna watch it, and it's on my honorable mentions, even though I watched the trailer and did not understand at all what the show is about, and that's the Invisible Dragon with First Kutang. I love First Kutang, so I'm gonna watch it specifically for that. But what this show is about, I could not understand it. I couldn't follow. What does it mean that First is a dragon? Like, I understand that the lion is the costume that they're in, but like the dragon, they kept being like, oh, you're gonna be a dragon, and I'm like, I don't know what that means. Is it some sort of, you know what I mean? Are they gonna become dragons? Is this like werewolves, but instead of werewolves, they're dragons? I'm not following exactly what that is, but because it's First Kutang, I will be watching. So the second show I'll be watching, just because I love the pairing, is Gunshot. I'm really glad to see Off and Gun in a more mature, darker project, because Not Me is mature and darker. And since then, they've been doing like rom-coms and not as serious shows. And I've been like, why? We know that they excel at it. darker, more mature shows. Not Me is groundbreaking, and they were amazing in it. And I get it, right? You can't repeat Not Me. It's a masterpiece. I get that. But I also like Cooking Crush and stuff like that. I just didn't feel that those shows gave Arvin Gunn the meat that they need to buy into for their performances. And I think Gunshot is going to give them that meat. And it's going to be mature. It's going to be dark. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited for that one. Okay, so my next two honorable mentions are not because of the pairings, but because of the plot, which is I Will Always Save You and Mr. Kill. I'm interested in both of those shows just based off the trailer, just based off what their show's going to be. I know Jimmy and C are very popular, but I have not really gotten into them. I don't have anything against them, I just haven't gotten into them yet. And so I'm excited for that show because of the plot. I Will Always Save You. Love it. Love it. The next is Mr. Kill. That is just a manhwa that is like the same thing happening in real life in a murder case. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, GMMTV, for wanting to do Mr. Kill, because I'm really excited. I don't know. I'm not familiar with any of its IP or of its original adaptation. I don't know if it used to be something else. But Mr. Kill was just just looked really entertaining. It looked a lot of fun. And I'm interested to watch this new pairing. Well, that's my GMMTV 2026 look at the trailers that were dropped today. It was very exciting. I'm glad that we got new projects coming on. Anytime that it's just like BL continues, BL survives, I get very excited about that because I love this genre and I want it to survive. This has been the BL Script Desk. I'm Naomi G. Davis, and let's watch a few seconds of the doomed Red P Fell.
บางทีสิ่งที่รับได้ยากที่สุดในโลกนี้ก็คือความจริงนี่แหละ